Hello everybody, Jason with IT McGee here with a video for you about the macro-enabled data automated spreadsheet I made for a client, a collections company specifically, and you will be able to see some of the features and capabilities of it. Now I had to modify it some from the original, of course, for privacy reasons and all that good stuff. For example, you'll see that these patient names that I just made these up, payer names, I just made these up, as well as you can see it's facility one, second facility, third facility, so on. So what would happen in a day-to-day use is, the collectors would come and put in their entries here on the sheet. And then this request came for the employer wanted some way to delegate all this out and separate it. So what the spreadsheet's going to do is using Visual Basic, I put a little button right here called Copy Cells. And what's going to happen is, and you'll see after I click it, it's going to go, first it starts with the collector. So what it'll do, you see I got a will tab here. It's going to go ahead and look through all the collections with will as the collector and copy those rows over to the will tab. Then it'll go ahead and do it with the Joseph tabs. And if there were other collectors here, it would keep going. All right. Then, after it's done with collectors, then it'll move on to facilities. So we have two facility one entries here. Those facility one entries are going to get copied to facility one, this one second facility to second facility, and so on. And it'll just keep going until it gets to the end of the row, to the last row. And let me go ahead and give you an example. Little box comes up saying that it's going to take a minute. It does say 3 to 5 minutes, but since I cut this down so much, it'll go much, much faster. And that's it. So let's see here. So we go to Will. See, Will. Also, all Will's entries were copied over. All Joseph's entries, facility one, second facility, third facility, and so forth. You could check all of these, just to make sure, but I already know it definitely did all of them correctly. Case in point here, here is, what do we got? 7 facilities for facility 7. And if we go, 7 facilities. And like I said, this could easily be double checked or triple checked, but it's been run multiple times. Another interesting little feature to say before I close off here is that it's also got the capability where it won't recreate rows that have already been there. So like in this instance, Will has these 13 entries. If I go and hit it again, it's going to give me the same box, same everything. But if I go back to Will, you'll see he still has the same number of entries. And there's actually some redundancy here too. If they were to disappear and they're still on the aggregate sheet, and there they come back. So yeah, as long as this stuff's on the aggregate sheet, it'll properly copy over to all these rows, and this would be, was used as a client to keep their records going and also to delegate out or parse out work, basically. Once again, I'm Jason from IT McGee, and thanks for watching.